Hey guys, we're here for so awkward. I never know how to like do these intros. They're so stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys how to do this look. There you have it. That's really all I need to say, but I'm gonna ramble because that's what I do. It's just a fun little kind of a smoky eye look. I don't like to do like messy smoky eyes though. I like to do a little bit more clean, precise smoky eyes. So I'm gonna show you how I got this look. This is very basic. You can use basic things. You can use e.l.f. foundation, all e.l.f. products. They have great eye palettes. They have great lippies. Just if you're a beginner, just go to the store, hit the e.l.f. section, and just go ham. You know, get yourself a foundation, a powder, a bronzer, a lippy, and an eyeshadow palette, and a brow thing, and you'll be set. Oh, and some mascara. Before you hop into the video though, make sure you guys subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified when I post so you don't miss out on anything. And also, if you would, please give this video a like if you liked it, because, you know, it really helps support my channel. Anyway, so if you want to see how I got this look, go ahead and keep watching over here, whatever, just watch. Okay, so I find myself using this brush. This is the Morphe brush. It doesn't really say what it is, but it's just like this little flat brush. I feel like I use this because I can kind of press into my skin and like this doesn't soak up a lot of product, where like a sponge soaks up a lot. A little stippling brush that I use, or like a kabuki brush, those can soak up a lot, where this doesn't. It just like, it's almost like you're literally painting your face. But with the way the bristles are, like you can kind of press into your skin, and then where it has that point, I can get into like the crease of my nose, the parts of my eye. I use this for like a primer on my eyelids as well. You know, sometimes you can be doing your foundation and you'll get like the lines right here on your eye because you don't want to like bring it into your eye socket. And then with under your eyes, I kind of do like a back and forth motion, fine lines under my eyes, and I get really dry eyes. Sometimes I will even take my finger and just kind of blot it out like this, just to kind of soak up extra product. When you have dry eyes, you do not want too much product. You probably don't even want to put concealer under your eye if you have dry eyes, because it will just start looking cakey and a mess. All of you, if you have all the fine lines, the concealer and stuff will like sit in that and make it worse. So basically less product is better if you do have really dry eyes and if you have like all the fine lines and stuff. And same with my nose. This kind of presses it into the pores, but it also soaks up any excess so that you don't get all of like the pores showing through, which I have very prominent pores, I should say. I actually don't like a very like full coverage look. I like my pores to show through. I like my freckles, pores, things like that to show through. Of course, like we don't want like our acne and stuff showing through, so it's kind of hard to have both worlds, you know. But I've gotten comments before where people talk about like how visible my pores are. But of course, this is like a camera that's like zoomed up in my face. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's really not. Anyway, I just don't like the big, heavy, cakey face. I kind of like my natural face to show through a little bit. So of course, pores are gonna come along with that. But I do want to try the Pore Professional primer just to kind of hide my pores a little bit more. Of course, no one loves to have their pores all shining through their skin, you know, but I just like it to look more natural. I will always lay down like a flesh tone first to just soak up any of the foundation, primer, whatever, just so that when you do lay down a color, it doesn't just like set in. So then I take a light brown just to kind of draw out the crease. Basically, it doesn't really matter. Any light brown that you have. I used the Tarte. This part is a little bit more complicated. You don't have to do this part. Just to get more of like a buffed out look, you can take any warm shade, like a warm brown or orangey brown, and just kind of place that just in the crease. This part is really not necessary, but I'm using the Too Faced glitter glue just to ensure that it stays all day. It doesn't get all crazy cakey. My eyeshadow tends to do that. And then we're gonna go in with the main the main color, which is going to be Ambush from the Vice 2 palette. It's kind of like a shimmery dark brown. So this is going to be kind of more of a brown smoky eye, but I just kind of like to lay down the foundation first. Okay, so at this point, you can really just take like just a blending brush and just sit and play in that crease and just buff out the shade that's already there. Where I'm using a more of like a shimmer brown, I don't like to do that too much though, and that's why I lay down that foundation, and then I will go in with a dark brown in just a minute, just to kind of blend everything out. But if you're gonna use a shimmer, I suggest not blending out too much and just kind of keep it directly on the lid. Okay, I did not explain anything here, so I'm just gonna voice over. So I go with the purple and just kind of pop that in the crease. So adding the purple in with the Ambush is a really complementary color, but it's just gonna kind of start a little gradient. So then I go in with this warm brown color that I've been using since the beginning, just to kind of help with that gradient effect and making it look blown out and blended and looking smooth and buffed out. Do you get what I'm saying? So just kind of re-put that in the crease, just a little bit higher than the purple, just kind of blend it all out. And then I'm gonna go in with an even darker brown. This is, again, has a purpley shade. This is the Morphe 35N palette. I love this because it has a lot of purples in it. But this one you wanna really be precise in that corner and not go too high. And then I will kind of flick it up to kind of give like a cat eye look, because that's what complements my eyes the best. Instead of like a smoky, I just kind of keep it more precise, and cat eye, it's a Christa smoky eye. And then I just turn the brush over and use the tip to kind of blend it together. And then I'll take that warm brown again if I need to, just to help with the blending process. And then you can even go in with the white, which I will do in a minute. Then just clean anything up. Where I already did my foundation, I just take that brush and just reapply the foundation there. And here I am going in with a white color, and then just popping that directly underneath the brow bone. Okay. Then I will go in with Dope, and I just put that on the corner right in here. The reason why I do this is because I have smaller set eyes, and so by keeping the inside inner corner brighter versus dark, it's gonna reopen up your eye, versus if you keep it dark, it closes your eye up. And then I will just put the Dope right underneath my brow right there. I'll put that dope right underneath my brow. Okay, and then if you lost any of the Ambush, you can again just go kind of back in. I just kind of pat it to keep it all super blended. And then to finish out the look, I go in with my little pencil brush, take Ambush, drag it on that lower lash line, and connect it up. And then I'm also gonna go in with that dark shade from the Morphe palette and put that just in the corner as well. I'm gonna clean off any of the excess on my lash extensions. And then I will finish off with mascara on my lower lash line. I just use e.l.f. mascara because I don't use very much mascara where I have the eyelash extensions, so I don't worry about going very fancy with my mascara. You know what I'm saying? While we're on the topic of it though, if you do have eyelash extensions, never ever 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 put mascara on your eyelash extensions. Now I'm just gonna kind of set everything with powder, throw in a little bit of bronzer, and then I will show you the lips. Now for the lips, I am using Nicole Cosmetics. I did a whole swatch video on her line. This is in the shade Gorgeous, and this is a very, very intense color. I like to lay down like a chapstick first because this does very like stick to your lips, like it's hard to come off. So, let's do this. It's almost like a glue. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that and, you know, got something helpful out of this. That's all. Thank you again for watching and hanging out with me here on YouTube for the last 10 minutes or so. But yeah, if you guys have any requests for anything, let me know. Please subscribe, give it a like, and all the links to my social media, if you are interested, are in the description box below, along with a lot of the products that I use. I will link below with links of where you can purchase it. Things like that. I love you all. That is all. Until next time, with some interpretive dance. I really hate my nails, by the way. Okay, well, anyway, until next time, we'll see you then. What's my tagline? Oh yeah, that is all. Until next time. Bye, guys.